Chapter 1. The Curse of a Mausoleum.
The story begins with Xi Jinping's father. When Xi Jinping built a mausoleum for his father, he invited a Taoist priest to perform a blessing. The priest told him, "Your father had bad fortune. He was expelled from the party, shunned, isolated. His luck was terrible his whole life. He died too young. So, if you want to rebury him, you must first reverse his fortune." How do you reverse it?
Find someone with the same natal chart as your father. Then sacrifice him.
This is not a metaphor. This is not symbolic. Reportedly, this actually happened. The mausoleum design began in 2000. It was completed in 2005. The ceremony was finished in 2006.
And the priest specified the sacrifice must happen exactly 10 years after the burial. Why 10 years? In Chinese fortune telling, one luck cycle is 10 years. It's the complete cycle for fortune transformation. And the person they found, the one with the same natal chart as Xi Jinping's father, was Kimi, Qiao Rinliang. The ceremony was completed in 2006. Exactly 10 years later, September 16, 2016, Kimi died. He was 28 years old.
The official story was suicide due to severe depression. But in spirit box communications, Kimi's message was completely different.
He was dismembered. They cut off his head, they cut off his hands, they did terrible things to him. And others watched. One of the witnesses attended her sakura was so severe she Christy silent. Then she was silenced on Christmas Eve.
An elementary student's natal chart. But Kimi wasn't the only one. The priest said,
Exactly 10 years after Kimi's death, another person needed to be sacrificed. 2016 plus 10 years is 2026.
But Yu Menglong died in September 2025, 1 year earlier than scheduled.
Why?
The live stream didn't explain directly, but there's a possibility. When the plan started to leak, when someone tried to expose it, they decided to act early.
As if it was all planned in advance. And this person was already identified at the same time they found Kimi. They found him in an elementary school.
That elementary student was Yu Menglong. Yu Menglong.
Did you hear that? This wasn't an adult caught up in a conspiracy. This was a child marked from the very beginning. While he was still in elementary school, his name was already written on the sacrifice list. There's an even more chilling detail. Chang Ching Song started a training program at a school right around that time.
Not to nurture talent, to watch the prey. When Yu Menglong entered the system, they sent us managers. But in reality, we are his prison guards.
Chapter 2. Fatten, then slaughter. Why make him famous? This is the most twisted logic of the whole thing. The live stream mentioned, they deliberately built Yu Menglong into a star so he could accumulate enough qi, fortune energy in Chinese metaphysics.
Only when a person's fortune energy is strong enough does sacrificing them have value. Only then can that energy transfer to Xi Jinping.
So the entire process was designed. First build him up, make him famous, make him loved, let him accumulate popularity, prestige, energy.
Then systematically destroy him over 2 years. Constant torture, constant humiliation, constant deprivation, because this was also part of the ritual.
They had to break him, disconnect his soul and spirit from his body and joints. Only then could the sacrifice take effect.
Now go back and look at his photos from those final years. The ones described as drinking or not looking well. Maybe you'll see something different. That wasn't a man losing control. That was a man being dismantled. Chapter 3. The Prison Guard. The livestream mentioned the name Du Cheng. Reportedly, Du Cheng was Yu Menglong's management assistant on the surface, but in reality, he was his prison guard. You could tell just by looking at his eyes. He stole everything that was given to Yu Menglong. If he couldn't sell it, he burned it. Not threw away, burned. Just so Yu Menglong couldn't have anything. What kind of person does that? In Spirit Communications, the company's CEO, Xin Qi, once said,
Once they sign a contract, they're my property. I can do whatever I want with them.
After Yu Menglong signed, it took 90% of his income, leaving him 10%. Then they made him pay his own marketing costs from that 10%.
He was never an employee. He was never known as a slave. And why could this happen? Because it was a state enterprise. They could get away with anything, literally.
6. Please feed me. I'm cold. What I'm about to read are Yu Menglong's own words, transmitted through a spirit box.
Reportedly,